How to become a gentleman villain. Professor Khaled said, I will see you again. I may not be one to talk, but that kid is one hell of a lunatic. Tanya Roth-Taylor said, Ed, are you all right? Are you hurt? I am going to file a formal protest against the academy. I will see this through to the end. As Deacon Pellin watched Ed Roth-Taylor and Tanya Roth-Taylor, he said, that could have turned out very badly. Confused, he muttered to himself, huh? He has not finished thawing his legs yet? In fact, they have not thawed at all. Ed Roth-Taylor said, I am fine, Tanya Roth-Taylor began, but Deacon Pellin thought to himself, it was not that he could not melt the ice. He simply chose not to. Lowering his staff and gathering that red mana was not meant for fire magic. It was holy magic. He was preparing to attack with holy magic. If I had not intervened, I wonder who would truly have won. Looking down silently, Deacon Pellin said, Ed Roth-Taylor. Ed Roth-Taylor looked confused. I got in the way, did I not? Deke asked, showing his hand. Not at all. I received a good grade. That is what matters, Ed replied as he shook Deke's hand. I heard the rumors, but this is our first meeting. At this rate, we may witness a new academy-wide valedictorian, Deke said. Well, as you know, Janica is no slouch, Ed answered. Is that so? Ha ha ha. Watching you young students rise one after another makes me feel as though I should improve myself as well, Deke said before walking away. Ed thought to himself, the examination is over. All that remains is the announcement of the grades. Anis Halen said, Hello, Professor Khaled. Professor Khaled replied, Who are you again? Ah, yes. Anis Halen, the student teaching assistant. I have heard that you are more capable than most assistant professors. He handed her an envelope. What is this? She asked. The grades. Post them for me, Professor Khaled said as he sat down. Is this the list of the top 20 students in each year for the semester? Yes. Organize it and put it up, she thought to herself. I am not certain about the practical examinations, but I am confident in the written results. I barely made it last time, but this time. As she looked at the list, Professor Khaled said, Your name is not on the list. Eek, ugh, Anis muttered in frustration. What? He asked. She thought to herself, the full scores are available only to the student council and the professors. What you can see are your highest and lowest grades, along with the ranked top 20 students, including the valedictorian. Sylvania's valedictorian rarely changes because the practical examinations carry significant weight. However, this year, she stood there, shocked and confused. A few moments later, the results were posted. A student said, Is that? His friend replied, Seriously? First year rankings, 1. Wade Callermore, valedictorian, 2. Joseph Whitefelts, salutatorian, 3. Dennis Beniams, 4. Claude Bellisis, 5. Tanya Roth-Taylor, second-year rankings, 1. Lucy Mayrill, valedictorian, 2. Lortel Coweln, salutatorian, 3. Clarius Nortondale, 4. Ziggs Effelstein, 5. Taylor McLure. A boy stammered, Really? A girl replied, I believe it makes sense. He worked very hard. Third-year rankings, 1. Ed Roth-Taylor, valedictorian, 2. Janica Faylover, salutatorian, 3. Drake Lacus, 4. Adelante, 5. Siri Camellan, fourth-year rankings, 1. Deacon Pellin, valedictorian, 2. Trakvana Bloomliver, salutatorian, 3. Dorothy Whitefelts, 4. Krugs, 5. Patriciana Bloomliver. As Ed looked again at third-year rankings, 1. Ed Roth-Taylor, valedictorian, 2. Janica Faylover, salutatorian. A voice scoffed, What? So anyone who works hard is supposed to become valedictorian now? Ed sighed softly. Ha, he thought to himself. It took 1 year and 7 months. Some would say that is an extraordinary achievement in such a short span of time. Others would say I did well simply to endure for that long. Either way, the outcome is what matters. I became the valedictorian of the third years. Images of his clock and his tightly packed daily schedule crossed his mind. Instead of exhausting myself to pay for the next semester, I can now devote more time to preparing for the threats ahead. In simple terms, my chances of survival have increased dramatically. I am certain this feeling is nothing more than relief. But what is this emotion rising within me? Ed! He turned to see Janica Faylover waving at him. You are at the top, Ed. Ah, I am in second place now. You won in the end, Ed? Janica, Ed said softly. He reached out and gently took hold of her delicate wrist. Ed? Huh? As he pulled Janica Faylover gently aside, Ed Roth-Taylor said, I need to speak with you. Let us go somewhere quieter. A few moments later, Ed, what is it? Janica asked nervously. Ed held out the score sheet. Ed Roth-Taylor, Elemental Studies Examination Score, 95. Janica Failover, Elemental Studies Examination Score, 30. Did you intentionally fail? Ed asked quietly. You let me take first place, did you not? Janica broke into a nervous sweat. Was it that obvious? She lowered her gaze. I cannot receive the scholarship anyway because of the disciplinary action from before. I also left the dormitories. Besides, I am afraid of the expectations people place on me. After thinking about it, I decided it was acceptable not to stand at the top anymore. Your grades are more than worthy of valedictorian, Ed. I thought it would be better if it were you. Ed exhaled softly. Ha! All right, thank you. It is because of you, Janica. I will not forget this. No, it is nothing. You work harder than anyone, Ed. There you are. They turned to see Anis Halen approaching. Ah, Anis? What are you doing here? Janica asked. We were supposed to go to Laplace Bakery today. You, Clara, and I were going to celebrate the end of classes. You always forget things like this, Janica. Today? Oh, really? Hello, Ed, Anna said calmly. She took Janica by the arm. Huh? Eh? I will be borrowing Janica for a while. It seems she forgot. Yes, Ed replied quietly. As the sun began to set, Anna spoke. You made a mistake, Janica. Eh? Ha? I am sure you did not intend any harm. You simply wanted what was best for Ed because you like him. I saw Ed's scores. Even if you had earned a perfect score on the written examination, he would still have been at the top. Really, what a relief. He worked so hard. He truly wanted to become valedictorian. Do you not understand? Anis asked gently. This happened because of you. Ed did not reach the top on his own. You placed him there. That is correct, Janica. You should understand something as well. Being at the top requires more than mere kindness. She looked at Janica steadily. Janica slowly sat down. Yes. She began to tremble. If even you do not have faith in him, then who will? Anna said softly. Night fell over the cabin. Ed sat alone, staring into the fire. I only wish to become valedictorian to increase my chances of survival. From that perspective, the method should not matter. So why does this heavy feeling remain? Perhaps survival was not my only reason. It was the same during the duel with Professor Khaled. I could have secured perfect marks by simply enduring 10 minutes, yet I tried my best to defeat him. I could have held back. Since the moment I arrived here, I have had only one objective, to survive. Yet now I find myself worrying about matters beyond survival. He tossed another piece of firewood into the flames. It does not matter. The semester is over. There is no time left to dwell on these thoughts. Whether I like it or not, I must think about how to survive over there. I am heading to the Roth-Taylor Manor now. At the royal palace of the Kloel Kingdom, Princess Salaha gazed out the window. The Roth-Taylor Manor. It has been about 5 years. Father, I heard that Phinia is returning from Sylvania. It is unfortunate that I must depart before she arrives. I understand your desire to see Phinia, said Emperor Kloel, but a visit to the Duchy of Roth-Taylor would be a far more worthwhile use of your time. Salaha thought to herself. Perhaps father intends to separate me from Phinia. Even so, House Roth-Taylor is the greatest duchy on the continent. It is a power I must learn to wield before I ascend the throne myself. Many nobles will attend the upcoming gatherings. However, if they were to be ranked, that family would stand above the rest. The patriarch, Crepin Roth-Taylor, and Tanya Roth-Taylor, the first freshman in the history of Sylvania to become student council president. There was also a son who was meant to return, but he was expelled previously. He is likely of no consequence. Salaha stood gracefully. I shall take my leave now. Then go forth, Salaha, Emperor Kloel replied. As she walked away, Salaha, the Frost Princess, departed for the Roth-Taylor Manor. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. Let's keep the conversation going and get those analytics buzzing. Until next time, take care.